When we arrived in Hamburg late at night, we were greeted by the Queen Mary, who set out on a cruise. In general, we found the drive in the port of Hamburg at night extremely nice. All the lights and the slow gliding past the illuminated houses have almost something magical. And the small tugboats have brought us safely to the dock. The next morning, the unloading started very early. Even more than usual, in the ports, time is money is important, since the berths are very expensive, and so there is really no minute wasted. At the same time, construction machines are loaded, containers are unloaded, and the cargo is neatly stowed. It looks like a well-organized chaos. And here the new captain and the first engineer come on board. In Hamburg, these two are always replaced, respectively. Some of the other officers, though, stay on board for longer, and the crew members often work 6 to 8 months at a time. Pretty hard. We were often asked why we travel together with Globey. This has actually 3 reasons. First, of course, we did not want to leave Globey alone for so long. Secondly, we were interested in how the shipping business works. And thirdly, we wanted to look after Globey actively in the various ports, because during loading and unloading, it definitely happened that things have gone lost from some overlander vehicles, since it helps to be on guard duty right next to the truck. After also the last container is well stowed, we are finally starting our big journey. We drive once more along the Elbe Harmony and other Hamburg landmarks. But before we navigate to the open sea, we have to say goodbye to the pilot, who are picked up by their small boat and who have to change boats at full speed. The direct route from Europe to South America leads through the Canaries. We are lucky and can even see some of the islands. We were really fortunate because the weather was fine with us. The Atlantic was calm and the sun was laughing from the sky almost every day. Well, when angels travel. It became really funny with this exercise. Once a week the team trains the emergency maneuvers, and once the passengers have to join in, so they know what to do in case of distress. First we learn where the life jackets are and how we put them on professionally. Of course the crew helps us with that. Then it's already time for the next demonstration.
You need 2 minutes to put it, so you can start.
Like no pressure.
No, 2 minutes.
2 minutes now.
What this nice Filipino here shows us is how to get best into the wetsuit, which should protect you in the life raft from cooling down. And that's not easy. It has to be done within 2 minutes.
This is not 100% watertight.
Phew, done. Does anyone want to try? Sure, that must be tested eventually. And the longest of us all decides to try his luck. He actually succeeds, even within the given time. Next we go to the lifeboats. We can get into one of the boats and take a close look at everything. Here, of course, seatbelt duty is effective because it can be pretty rough during the watering of the small boat and, of course, in the heavy seas. The second engineer explains the cockpit of the boat and how to control it in an emergency. If all else fails, the rescue boat can also be controlled by hand in an emergency situation. Of course, there are also first aid bags as well as provisions and water on board, enough for about 3 days. The whole exercise was done for our safety, of course, but beyond that, we found the entire training interesting and exciting.